Wynter off the turn. Mystic Dan cut the corner and grabbed the lead right at the top of the stretch. Sierra Leone and Forever Young are shoulder to shoulder with a furlong to go, but they've got 2 lengths to make up on Mystic Dan, who's begging for the wire. Forever Young and Sierra Leone keep on coming. Sierra Leone, Forever Young, and Mystic Dan. A wild finish. Here's the wire. Photo finish. 3 noses on the wire. Mystic Dan, Sierra Leone, and Forever Young.
Shelley Wynter Show, live, local, topical, and very close to winning this Kentucky Derby. We got proof. If you were listening Friday, we'll play that in just a second, but I'm going to go to my dear friend Andrew Snorton, who's been with me, listening to me from the very early days of my radio career. We've known each other many years. Andrew, how are you, my friend?
Hey, good evening, Shelley. I'm doing great. And to your audience, I hope you guys are all having a good day and a good start to the week.
Absolutely. So tell us, this weekend, you had the Alpha Phi Alpha Atlanta, Derby weekend. Very popular event, very popular. People look forward to it every year. What is the cause? What's the cause that you guys are working on?
Sure, no problem. Well, real quickly, the Alphas of Atlanta is a 501c3, so we're a nonprofit entity made up of members of our Metro Atlanta graduate chapters. And the Alpha Derby weekend, which it was so good to see you this past Saturday, is a Kentucky Derby themed event where we raise proceeds that go to our nonprofit, and then we provide smaller grants to different Metro Atlanta nonprofits. So whether it's programs for mentoring programs, college scholarships, college tours, and other community-related programming, we've been at it since 2015, and as you saw this past Saturday, we are extremely, extremely grateful for all the support locally as well as from out of town. And, Shelley, about 1 out of 3 guests come from outside the state of Georgia. So, again, we are just so grateful to everybody helping us be a part of the winner's circle.
Absolutely, and I was at that event. So now, Andrew, you got to sit with me for a second. So Friday, I made my pick for the Kentucky Derby, right? And here's a little sound so my listeners know that I'm not, fludging this. This is my pick. This was on Friday.
The Kentucky Derby, it's all about these really weird names, right? So you've got a horse named Catching Freedom. You got a Forever Young, Just a Touch.
Forever Young. What's the odds on Forever
Young? The odds are 10-1.
That's my favorite song.
That is your favorite song.
I'm going to play Forever Young. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Okay. So I picked Forever Young. I bet him Saturday at your event, Andrew. I put in for Forever Young. I made 2 bets on Forever Young, 1 to win and then 1 to do better than 4th. And you should have seen me. I was blocking the mare while watching the race because I was jumping up and down in front of the mare. They never moved me, but I think I blocked his entire view. But that was a spectacular event. What else went on this weekend to help for make it a weekend?
Sure. So Friday, May 3rd, we kicked off with our golf tournament that took place at Chapel Hills Golf Course in Douglasville, Georgia. And we actually sold out our golf tournament around the end of March, beginning of April. So thank you to all the men and women that came out, enjoyed some time on the golf course and things along those lines. Friday evening, May 3rd, we had our kickoff party and concert at our host hotel, which was the Omni Atlanta. DJ Frank Ski, who's well known here in the Metro Atlanta area, got us started off. Then we had late 90s, early 2000s R&B extraordinaire Bobby V, who did a very good job.
Late 90s? Hold on, Andrew. Late 90s? Come on, man. Late 90s?
Yeah.
When are we going to do 80s? 80s next year, maybe?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute regarding some of the artists that we've had previously. And then iHeartRadio sensation DJ Snoop Dogg closed us out. So a great way to ease into Friday. Saturday, as you pointed out, our main watch party was at the Delta Flight Museum, indoor, outdoor, hat contest, the horse race. And then we concluded yesterday, May 5th, back at our host hotel, the Omni Atlanta, for our Sunday brunch. And I tell you what, credit has to go to everybody on the committee, starting at the top with our co-chairs, Robert Cunningham, Michael Jones, and all of our committee members who are so sound with what they do with their given responsibilities. But ultimately, Shelley, it comes down to each and every patron, whether people came out for one day, the entire weekend. We have to acknowledge our corporate branding partners, including our title sponsor, Volkswagen, other title sponsors, including but not limited to Anheuser-Busch, Woodford Reserve, Hideaki, and Midas Media Platforms. And again, everybody, whether they just did one day, the entire weekend, they did one of our smaller branding packages or what have you, everybody, and I want to make this clear, Shelley, everybody plays a part in our success. That's why we've been able to grow each year and make this a key event, not just in Atlanta, but arguably the entire Southeast and the East Coast, where, again, 1 out of 3 people come from outside the state of Georgia to be at our event.
The Alphas are, before I let you go, Andrew, I want you to talk real quickly about the Alphas. Just in one short sentence, why is Alpha Phi Alpha so important to not only the community at large, but in particular the African-American community?
I'll say ultimately, when it's all said and done, what we do is an extension of the stewardship, outreach, and service that we are charged to do. And Shelley, you've heard this statement before. We stand on the shoulders of giants, not just our esteemed members, such as but not limited to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but any and everybody who understands giving of yourself for something greater than just you. That speaks volumes, regardless if you're in the history books or not. So this is who we are, this is what we do, and this is what we will continue to do.
Give me an 06 before I let you go, Andrew.
Oh, goodness. All right. Just because you asked, first off, before I do that, to all of our members of our Divine Nine organizations, we acknowledge what you do. To all of our civic organizations, nonprofits, big and small, pause and keep going, and let's continue to take forward steps. So, okay. 1906.
My man, Andrew Snorton. God bless you, brother. It was good to see you this week, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. You take good care, Shelley.
Yes,
Until
sir.
next time, keep doing the good things you're doing.
God bless.